Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've hopped in X-Plane Mobile, and some of you may have heard of it, some of you not, but if you haven't, it's basically the mobile game of X-Plane 11 and X-Plane 10 on PC. It's really good graphically, it has lots of airports, over 30,000 airports, and 11,000 of them are HD, so it is really fun to fly globally to your local airport, but as always, and with some games, there is pros and there is cons. So we'll be addressing all of the pros and all of the cons in this video. So make sure to stick around, leave a like, and let's just get into the video. The base game is free on the App Store and Play Store, which is a really good thing straight off the bat. The prices on the screen are the Pro subscription. It gives you lots of airports, etc. And I do think it's worth it. So if you have the money, make sure to buy it. So moving on to the aircraft selection menu and weather settings and all your basic settings. There is a decent amount of airplanes and planes that you can select. There's the general aviation aircraft like Cessnas and Cirrus jets, your Barons, don't even know what that is, and then you've also got your commercial aircraft like your CRJs, your A320s, your 777s, your Douglases, other Douglases. And so there is a decent amount of planes that you can fly around. But compared to RFS and Infinite Flight, I think the numbers are pretty low, and that is something the devs could really improve on. And also, there's very limited liveries for the planes. I'd want to fly my Boeing 747 in my British Airways livery, or my A320, which is one of my favourite planes. But I can't do that, so that's one thing that would stop me from playing this game. It's just the realism feel of the aircraft and the amount of aircraft that you can fly. But moving on to the weather. The weather is pretty impressive for a mobile flight sim. You've got your top cloud height, your bottom cloud height, your thickness, your precipitation. You can put all them up, slide them up. You put your thermals. I don't even know what that even means, but there is a very advanced weather system for a mobile game. I don't think we've seen this in a mobile game before. And then you've got, your basic time. You set that to, sunrise, which looks really good in some places. Nighttime, real time. That's the time for me in Britain. So you can also have failures, so you can set them to could fail, all that, whatever you want. So it's very personalized experience. So the settings of this game, your aircraft, your weather, your where you can spawn, it is a global place. You can go anywhere. You can fly from London all the way to Japan if you want, even though it takes you quite a long time, but I've done that before. So yes, it is a good selection of everything in the settings, so well done to the devs for that. So I've spawned in here at JFK in a 737, and off first glance, sorry about the FPS, at first glance, this game looks really, really good graphically. It looks like you'd see it in real life. Well, maybe a bit less good. But, you got all the signs on the taxiway. You got hangar over there. You got gates over there, I'm pretty sure, in the background. You got New York in the background. The runway looks really realistic. So, overall, graphically, this thing is amazing. Probably the best flight sim on mobile for graphics. But, that's taking it from X-Plane 11. They've taken a lot of features from X-Plane 11 on PC and tried to pack it into a phone, which is really impressive. But there's another good thing just around the corner with this game. It's the first game, really, to have an interactive cockpit. You can press everything here. Everything that's highlighted in a color is pressable. So, you can, let's just see, turn on your engine starters down here. We didn't start those up just yet because you need to do all your checks. You got put this here because I just started it just before I did the video. I started the basics so you could see all the lights and stuff. So yes, it's the first mobile game, I think, to have a fully interactive cockpit. Not all the planes. This is a plane with the most interactive cockpit, but not all the planes do have it. Like the A320 sadly doesn't really have a fully interactive cockpit. It's very limited. But that is really just one plane with this. It kind of teaches you. You now know how to start a 737 when you learn to do that, which I do know how to. So if you want to see a video on how to start up a 737 or just a 737 video in X-Plane Mobile, just leave it down below in the comments and I'll make sure to make a video on it if you guys want. I won't be moving to X-Plane Mobile like fully, don't worry. I probably won't make many videos on it, but this is just a review. And graphically, it stands out. It also stands out in a lot of other aspects, like the interactive cockpit. So I think graphics and just the features in it are 10 out of 10 so far. Graphically the best game for flight sims on mobile. So let's just get to the next point. So here's two negatives or cons, whatever you want to call it, about the game. There's one, no ATC. ATC, in my opinion, and in many other aviation fans' opinions, is a very important thing for an aviation or plane game. Because, you want to be able to communicate with people and have that realism feel. You can't have these graphics and a fully interactive cockpit and that be that realistic in that aspect. And then when it comes to ATC, can't be bothered to put in a little bit of code to make ATC possible. Leading to my other point is there's no other planes. Like, you're the only plane in the world when you're in fly now. So that's a big bummer because that makes me feel like I'm the only person in the world. Like, these two people are the only people in the world. There's nobody in these trucks, which is also a cool thing. And there's nobody, unless you're in multiplayer, you're the only people. So that's two things that are also bad about this game. Moving on to another cool feature, you might have seen it in the intro, but there is a massive multiplayer where you can play with your friends online. It's like Fly Now, you've got the same planes, the weather. It's by default because of live weather, because it's multiplayer, you can't change it. But yeah, that is pretty much normal for most flight sims on mobile nowadays, maybe not PC. And also, if you want to practice, you've got your flight school and your challenges if you want to challenge yourself. But that's basically all there is in this game. The physics are a bit weird, which I haven't really showcased because I can't really get good footage of it. But that is most of it in the game, the most interesting parts. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out all the links in the description, Instagram, Discord. Make sure to join the Discord so you can talk with us, talk with the friends. And, I'll leave a link, or might leave a link for X-Plane Mobile in the description. It is a really good game. I would rate it probably about 7 out of 10 for mobile, which is a good rating. I just think they really need to work on planes, liveries, and overall growing the game because it has potential. So, yes. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to download the game. And I shall see you in the next video. See ya.